everybody, I'm Seth Wells and I'm going to review a Marin Pine Mountain 1. It's a 27 plus steel fully rigid pike with a suspension correct fork, 1x10 SRAM rear derailleur, cartridge bearing hubs, 2.8 tires, super awesome bike, 4130 chromoly. I bought this bike last week and I got a chance to ride it back from from downtown to New West and during the snowstorm, and it was a pretty awesome bike, and at that point I kind of fell in love with it. So I'm here on Mount Seymour to test it to see how it rips up on the North Shore trails. I started at Hyannis and worked my way over to Old Buck and then up top and then down Severton and Agent Adonis and then back to Hyannis. I found when you're climbing this bike, you had to lean off the back of the saddle, straighten out and keep your body weight really over the back of the saddle to dig into that snow, or else if you lean forward, you're just going to spin out. And also, I think the tire pressure was the crucial part too at first. So I started at 10 to 13 psi, which climbed really well, but kind of wasn't the nicest when you're starting to descend. It seemed to compress the tires too much and possibly hit your rim. So I upped the pressure to about 15 to 18. And I still found that I was climbing quite well, but I was able to descend way more aggressive and had a lot of fun in seeing this video. I found that you had to kind of lean back a lot on this bike. Use your kind of, if you have any trials technique, hopping, but you can really rail on this bike pretty easily. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm back again. I forgot to mention on this bike it's the 1x10 gearing with a SRAM 7 derailleur. I recommend probably a clutch derailleur because I dropped my chain twice in this ride and that's kind of annoying. So there is two more models up. One comes with a RockShox and one comes with a Fox, and they both have Shimano clutch derailleurs. So those are the small upgrades that you'd probably want to do after you buy this bike, but I would say for the price out of the box, this bike is probably an 8 out of 10. Super fun bike.